Yo, hey guys, it's Beast, back with some more Beastly content. Today I'm going to show you how a perma-server player clears the Stellar Stairway. So this is the easiest way to max the Stellar Stairway for a perma-server player. Now you do have to be an alt user, so if you're playing on perma-server, I don't know why you wouldn't have an alt, because eventually one territory plot's going to get old, and if you're playing on perma, you definitely want to, unlock them extra slots for deviations and such. But for the workings of this, if you were to try and do this yourself, I think you can get away with just having 2 alts, so 3 total plots, and then doing 1 plot being the furnace array, 1 plot being and then 2 plots being for your Digbees, and also you can have your ghost room there and the Nutcracker and cat. The reason why we use the Silver Gentleman and the cat is because they actually refresh mood and power, so that you can actually keep them powered up longer. We also provide power to our Digbees. It's best to be able to provide power to your Digbees. For me, it's also a part of my Stardust mining platform, so I'm also gathering Stardust ore so that I can also just bulk collect it, and then I'm also bulk collecting my mixed fuel from my oil pumps from my other side of my perma-server bases. I got 8 bases here, super duper easy. But as you can see here, we're just going through and collecting all of these Digbees. This is pretty much what I decided to do today. I logged in, I seen the Stellar Stairway was reset. I had 22,000 more Stairway points to collect. Wait, it's 44,000? Yeah, so 44,000. So I had a little bit of ore put up in these trucks, but like I said, this was just like pretty much just finished a couple days ago. So this is only a couple days worth. This is like one single collect of the Digbees from a previous session. We almost had like half of a chest worth of iron ore between the 2 of them. Here's the other thing. I'm thinking one of the truck driver accounts actually holds a bunch of iron ore right now because its large truck despawned and it should have been sent to that driver account. I didn't want to load that account up. It seemed like a lot of extra. I did load up like a completely different other account. I was doing something else though. I was making my mutation boost fertilizer because I make that on a specific account. That's the other thing. When I make like all my fertilizers, or when like I'm making my sugar into, or my beets in the sugar and things like that, because we're also collecting our growth shrooms here, I'm also getting Stellar Stairway from making that sugar. And as I said, for the mining platforms, I don't have to collect from these, but every 4 days they get about 500 Stardust ore a day. So every 4 days I can go through and collect them and just throw it all in the chest. It's a lot better. See, in my old system, I really had I had long distance. I had to go to actually place the Stardust ore in the chest. But I think with this system, I have a 4-day time limit of when I actually have to collect my Stardust mining platform, and then I'm just able to throw it all in a chest, and if it's worse, it just sits there at max and doesn't collect any more ore. But without further ado, here's a smelt lapse. Let's go. Alrighty, smelt laps over. 39,000 out of 44,000. We're now gonna head to Eternaland. I'm gonna show you the old school way of maxing the Stellar Stairway quickly. We only need 5,000, so what I actually ended up doing is going through here and making the all-purpose hands. All you have to do is get the hand deviation and place it down in Eternaland once. You'll be able to craft these. I actually just ended up trying to make like 15 to 20 of them twice because these are advanced supplies benches. When you actually craft two things at once, it'll actually start crafting both of those. So just doing stacks of about 15 twice through all of these supplies benches, I was able to just leave these, go back to my main save area, like my main world, and actually just go ahead and start making on my sugar as well. And I can do other things while these are crafting. And especially when you only do like 10 to 15, I literally could have just stood in here and waited for like 30 seconds, collected and been done with the Stellar Stairway. Super duper easy. And that's the other thing. When I do go to collect those, I'm only going to collect supply bench to supply bench to supply bench until I actually already have the stairway maxed. And then I'm going to leave the rest of them for the next 3 set of stairway, just sitting in Eternaland to be, you know, the final XP on top if I actually need it the next time I have to do this ore thing. Now the thing is, it's quite a while until the next Stellar Stairway reset, so I should actually be able to stack up a lot of ores this time. But as you can see here, we're just going through now and collecting the sugar. I did recently do like, I think it was like 6,000 sugar or something like that. It wasn't that much. I think we're actually going to just switch over to doing acid for the masala. We only got 15 masala out of all that sugar that we had last time. Now we are making like a decent few thousand of sugar a day from all the beets that we are collecting a day, but we're still not really getting the amount we want for the wish boxes. And I think that's the other thing about this. When you play on the perma server and you're playing how I'm playing, this is a different game, really. I mean, this isn't the same game. If you're playing, like, when I play on the perma server, I'm literally only getting on the login just to check and see what my creation has created. And I think that's just a feeling that's just amazing for this game. That's why I think this game is just so great. But as you can see here, we're just going to go ahead and make breeding boosts as well. We just collected those last grow shrooms down there. Just because that's where all my breeding boost material currently is. I'm actually going to convert that back into being the Nalcott egg material area, so that like I have Nalcott egg material coming in, so I can actually make Nalcott eggs again. But I was making breeding boosts for a while. I think I got all my seeds up. I got thousands and thousands of beet seeds now, guys, so we should be good. And as you can see here, just go back through, collect through the supplies bench, and boop, stop at this one because we are maxed just like that, guys. Literally took me 30 minutes real time from the start to finish, 22,000 to 44,000. But I'm out. See you. Keep it beast mode.